I know exactly why you haven't used your VA loan yet. It's because you don't know what it is. You don't know the power that it holds. And if you don't know what the VA is, like if you don't understand it fully, you're in the right place. Because in this video, I'm going to tell you what it is, how it works, and why it's so underestimated. So, in addition, I've put a freebie in the comments. It's a quiz to help you understand exactly where you are in your home ownership journey. So you can decide if you want to use your VA loan, if you're not ready to use your VA loan, or if it's a good idea for you to use your VA loan to house hack. And I talked about house hacking in my previous video where I talk about how it saved me from homelessness. So if you want to watch that video, I would suggest you go do that. It's pretty interesting. But yes, I put the quiz below so you can take it and see where you are in your journey. Now, if you're seeing me for the first time, hello. My name is Tanika. I am the Houston Veteran Realtor, and I'm here to tell you everything you need to know about the VA loan. Just a disclaimer, stress has impacted my memory greatly. And so I have to write down things so that I don't just sit here and yap, go off on a tangent. I've written down all the points that I want to cover right here on this whiteboard beside me. So if you see me look over there, know that I've lost my place and I'm trying to get us back on track. So forgive me if you see me looking over there. That's all it is. I'm not necessarily distracted. So here's my first point. People think that the VA loan is a loan, and it's not. The VA loan is a benefit, right? It makes home ownership more accessible for the average service member. You're not actually paying a mortgage to Veterans Affairs, right? You're not paying the mortgage to a VA loan program. What you're doing is you're getting qualified for a loan, and the VA loan is just backing it. They're guaranteeing it. So, the purpose of this loan is to help veterans with home ownership, right? It started after World War II to help veterans that had just come back from the war have a chance at home ownership. And that's why we're able to use it today. That's why it's an added benefit for us. And so I think it's a good idea for us to use it because it's in place just for us. We tend to get better interest rates. And of course, putting $0 down as a down payment is a plus, right? That alone makes it more accessible to the average service member. But that's not all it can do. The VA loan is underestimated because a lot of service members or prior military service members reservists or veterans, they look at the VA loan like a one-time opportunity when that's not necessarily the case. The VA loan can be used over and over if you use it strategically. So the way some people miss out on the opportunity to maximize their use of the VA loan is by treating it like a one-time loan and deciding that they aren't going to touch it or use it until they're in a position to get their dream home, like their big dream home that they've been thinking about for a long time or fantasizing about for a long time. But in my opinion, the smartest way to use it would be the house hack, which I talked about in my previous video that I think you should watch. So in that case, they end up looking at the VA loan as a short-term play and not a long-term play. And a lot of veterans tend to overthink what it takes to use their VA loan. So they have this idea of what it would look like for them to be ready because, like I said, they're thinking they're using it for their dream home. So they're thinking of buying big instead of buying smart. Buying smart would be to keep in mind that you can use it more than one time. You can use it on more than one property. Of course, you have to be able to prove that you can pay that loan back. It's not like free money because it's not coming from like a pot that Veterans Affairs has, but you can use it on more than one house at a time, and you can use it over and over and over. A lot of veterans use it to buy multifamilies and they just rinse and repeat. And it's possible for you to do too because the VA loan makes it so accessible and more affordable because we don't have to put as much money down in the beginning. So I'm going to say this. If you want to learn more about your VA loan and how to use it in the most strategic way possible, and you want to learn how to do it step by step, and I know you love that because we do. As prior military people, we're used to things being laid out step by step by step so that we don't have to do any guesswork, so that we can move as efficiently as possible. I know, trust me, I love step by step. And so what I did is I created this guide. It's called Uniform to Units, and it shows you exactly how to house hack in your area so that you can get started on your real estate portfolio. So if you want to download the guide, it is in the description below. I made sure I put it there so that you can check it out, see if it's right for you. If not, you can just take the quiz that I mentioned earlier to see where you are in the process and if that's even the right move for you right now, or if you should be taking more time to get your finances in order before you decide to house hack. So at the end of the day, I want us to remember that we earned this benefit, right? And it's in our best interest to use it, to maximize it, to run it out until we can't run it out anymore. Take advantage of the benefit you've earned by breaking your back in the military. So, thank you so much for watching and sticking around to the end. I appreciate that so much. And if you have made it to this part of the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this. I'm going to continue talking about the VA loan and how to use it in the best way. Thanks again for watching. Respectfully, your realtor, Tanika.